morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in this practice. This will be a short 10 to 15 minute morning practice, one that will awaken your entire body and get you ready to start your day. So to begin this practice, we will start in virasana, sitting on the heels, our shins rooting into the mat. It's really nice if we do have a block or some books that can create a bit of a thickness, to place it in between our ankles lengthwise so that when we go to sit back, our sit bones can actually rest onto the block. So if you can do that, that will be the only prop you really need for this practice. And we'll just begin by letting our hands rest on our thighs. Gently draw your chin slightly back and down. If it's comfortable for you, close your eyes. And in your own time, start to draw a very deep breath in through your nose. Full release on your exhale. And you can take as many deep breaths like that as you need to start to very effortlessly sit and sink into this pose. With every inhale, imagine the oxygen and the energy being brought into your body. With every exhale, imagine perhaps the fatigue of the morning, any kind of tiredness, just slipping away from you. And use your inhale to sit up a little bit taller. And use your exhale to soften your shoulders, root heavily down through your sit bones, find your base. And take a moment to set an intention for your practice or for your day today, making the practice a little more unique to yourself. Breathing that intention in and letting go of what does not serve that intention for today. Now when you're ready, let's inhale, sweeping the arms up overhead. The eyes can follow and gaze towards the thumbs. We'll interlace the fingers and bring the hands behind the back of your head. Letting the elbows bend. We'll lift up through the chest, through the sternum, heart opens, and we can let the head drop back into our hands. See if you can let your elbows relax down toward your mat. Getting a nice opening through the front of the body, a bit of a bend through that upper thoracic spine. Now on our inhale, we'll lift up. And on our exhale, draw the hands down to shoulder height in front of you. Rounding through the back, tuck your chin in towards your chest. As you breathe in, feel the space between your shoulder blades expand. And as you exhale, finding comfort here. Inhale again, coming up tall, pull the belly in, feel the sides of your body long. Exhale, hands come behind your head, relax your head back. Open up, find height in the spine again, and exhale, elbows dropping, shoulders relax. One more time, let's inhale, reaching the arms high. And exhale, dropping the hands to shoulder height, chin tucking in, rounding through the back. Good, a quick little stretch for the hands here. Pressing the palms out away from you, feeling that opening through the fingers, wrists. We'll bring the arms up. Belly still pulls in. Draw them as far back as you can. Palms can then connect And exhale, hands down through heart center. Hands can come alongside your body, dropping your chin towards your chest, and then the right ear towards the right shoulder. Rolling the left ear toward your left shoulder. One more time, over to the right side. And over to the left side. Bringing your head back then to neutral at center. Lifting your right arm high. Let's walk the left arm off to the side, coming into our first side bend this morning. Only holding for a moment, use an inhale, coming right back up. Right arm drops, left arm lifts. A bit more of a dynamic side stretch. Exhaling to find that fold. And then inhale, coming up. Exhale in. And we're going to switch up our side bend here a little bit. So if you want to place that right hand a little bit more behind you, sweep that left arm across. You can lift your hips and get a side and back bend. And let that hand come down, drop behind you, right arm swivels up. A nice deep opening stretch for the front body. Feel it through the belly. A little bit of a bend in the lower back. Only going so far as it feels comfortable and is that comforting stretch. Nothing is pulling. Go one more time to the other side. And then right back down through to center. Now we'll take the knees wide. Feet can stay as they are. And come into a bit of a child's pose. So hands walking forward. Relaxing yourself down. Forehead can release down into the mat. Using this as a way to feel an opening in your hips. Trying to drop chest, forehead into the mat, finding that calming sensation. Reconnecting to your breath. Last full inhale here. Gently pressing into your hands, walking yourself back up. All right, drawing the knees back facing forwards. We'll extend that right leg. So shifting off to the left side, give yourself room to bring that leg forward and through. Now, we're coming into a forward fold here. Be very gentle with that right leg. Try not to lock into the knee joint. Add that micro bend. Lift up through the spine. Create a long upper body. And then allow yourself to fold forward until you feel that stretch in your hamstring. Now, don't worry about going in very deep. Again, a nice morning practice, just awakening the body. Maybe we draw the toes back towards us and feel a deeper sensation if we'd like. We're trying to focus on keeping a long, tall spine and avoiding that round through the low back. So we'll bring a twist into this pose. First, we'll drop our right hand down into the mat and find a comfortable rooting place. Your left arm comes forward, kind of reaching for the toes, and we'll start to sweep that left arm back. Take your gaze, follow that hand, look towards the back of the room or behind you if you can. Breathe into the spine, still creating it to be nice and long. And then on an exhale, we'll bring that left hand back. Switching the sides. Left hand roots, the right arm will open towards the sky. Gaze can follow. Full breath. And coming right back down through to center. Now, I'll give a different option here. If you'd like to keep your leg rooting down into the ground, that's more than welcome. And you can do that with those same twists once again on either side. Taking it a little bit further, if you'd like, lean back for a moment just so that you can lift this leg into the air. So you can grab underneath the thigh or the calf. If it's comfortable, you can also grab the toes. Again, looking for that stretch in the hamstring here. Sit bones are still rooting and we're still trying to bring that chest forward and through. And we'll find the same twist. So I'm holding on to my right foot with my right leg, or with my right arm rather. The left arm is coming alongside that leg and we're going to twist the body, opening towards that left side. Arm extends back, your gaze can turn with it. Breathe a full breath into the belly, into the spine. Feel that gentle release. And then exhale and come back through to center. Now we'll switch our grip. So your left hand can hold onto that leg. The right arm is now going to twist back. So perhaps you feel a bit of a deeper stretch through the outside of your leg. And then bringing that hand right back. All right, you can drop that leg, maybe give it a little bit of a shake if needed. As we're here, we're going to bring our hands behind us and start to lift up the hips. We're looking for a stretch now through that left thigh. So hands behind, your right foot is rooted, and then you're lifting the hips. Start working on tucking the tailbone under. Again, looking for that stretch in the left thigh and left hip. You can always press that left foot down into the ground to help deepen the pose. You might also decide to tuck the back toes under. You have the option to look down your belly. You have the option to also let your head drop back to release. One more breath. And then we'll come back down onto our block if we have it, rooting the sit bones. Now bring that right leg back and we'll switch sides. So doing those same poses through on the left side, sending that left leg forward, pulling the toes back towards you, allowing the spine to grow tall, and hinging at the hips to come forward. Being gentle with yourself. Observing how this side feels in comparison to the other. It can be very different. And just acknowledging that and embracing it. Not worrying about it. Not forcing it. Just breathing through it. All right, so we're starting to find our twists on this side now. Again, we'll drop first now that left arm. The right arm is going to swivel up and back. Take a full deep breath, and as you breathe in, try to lengthen the spine, reaching up and forward through the crown of your head. On your exhale, returning back through to center. Switching sides, root that right hand. Left arm is going to spin up. Take that deep breath, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, coming back through to center. Once again, you can do a twist both ways like that, the exact same way, or lean back, lifting that leg, grab hold underneath your thigh, underneath your calf, or grab hold of the foot. First, acknowledging that stretch in the hamstrings through the back of the leg. Opening up the chest, the heart forward. Now I know my arms are reaching for the foot, so see if you can also draw the shoulders back. And then we're holding on to our left foot with our left arm, left hand. Right arm is going to twist back. Deep breath in. Ground the sit bones, lift through the upper body, and exhale, coming back through to center. Switching sides, right hand holds the grip, left arm can sweep back, push down through the sit bones, lift up through the heart. Breathing in, and exhaling, coming back through to center. Dropping that foot now down into the mat, knee is bent. Hands come behind. You're lifting the hips off of the block or off of the floor and trying to tuck that tailbone, press that top of the right foot down into the ground. Same options are available. If you'd like to tuck the toes under, you're welcome to do that. Nice. All right. Dropping the sit bones down onto that block. We'll allow ourselves to come off the block. So remove it off to the side and find a seat on the glutes, on your sit bones still. Coming into our bound angle pose, Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet coming together. Now hands can hold onto the toes and draw the heels closer towards you. We'll allow ourselves to hinge forward. Elbows can gently press into the inner shins or knees if you'd like. Gazing slightly down in front of you just so that your neck, everything is still aligned. Noticing where we feel this. If we feel it deeply in the inner hips, let's start to send our breath there. Using the inhale as a way to expand that area. Maybe feeling the intensity increase for that quick moment. And then on the exhale, try to feel that space soften or release. A little bit of movement if you'd like to inhale and lift up. And then exhale, folding in. Find 2 more breaths here. Good. As you press away from the legs, shoulders stack over the hips. Let's extend both legs off to the side, so our wide leg seated pose, bringing both toes back towards us. So ideally the knee, the toes, the shins, the top of the thighs are all pointing up towards the ceiling. Often there's a tendency for the legs to roll in. Try to avoid that. But if it's also in your body that the tendency is to roll back and open up even more, again, work on a little bit of that internal rotation so that toes point up towards the ceiling. Now again, we're hinging at the hips. So as you come forward, hands walk in front, the chest and the heart, everything is staying open and long. You can always deepen this pose by coming down onto forearms, maybe going flat onto your belly, staying where you need to in order to breathe smoothly and get that intentional stretch that is beneficial for the body. More breath in and out. Walking your hands back. We'll draw the legs in towards us, coming into our Sukhasana, cross leg pose. If there's anything else you would like to add to your practice, feel free to do so. Otherwise, if you're with me still, place your hands on your knees. Deep breath in and a full release out. Take a moment to thank yourself for practicing this morning. Nourishing your physical body, your mental, emotional body, your breath, and your soul. Notice the difference in the way that you feel from when you first woke up and to the way you feel now. Acknowledge and receive all the benefits of your morning practice. And I thank you so much for joining me this morning, and from the light in me to the light in you, namaste.